WMIX and WMIXsports.com, featuring the Waltonville Spartans, Weber Trojans, Woodlawn Cardinals, Wayne City Indians, and Sesser-Valier Red Devils. The showcase is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. The showcase is also sponsored in part by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. The Collision Pros at Sesser Auto Body, Roley Excavating, Newell Furniture, and the General Store in Woodlawn. Red Lake College. It's time. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And by Coach House Garages, Ford Square, King City Chrysler. You can count on us. The Batter's Box in Woodlawn. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. State Farm agent Scott Owens. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And People's National Bank with the Coach House Garages pregame show. The showcase starts now.
Welcome into a toasty sides gymnasium. The Boilers kicked up as we begin the opening round of the 2014 Midland Trail Conference Tournament. A very pleasant Tuesday evening, wherever you may be, listening in on WMIX 94.1 FM or online at WMIXsports.com. I'm Danny Czerwinski. I'll be bringing you play-by-play as I welcome you into the Coach House Garage's pregame show. If you're in need of a garage, protect your car, or prized possessions, Coach House Garage has the building for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. It's Sandoval at Woodlawn. In the opening round, there are 4 quarterfinal games tonight, and then, of course, the games will move from the higher-seeded side Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday to North Clay High School. I bring in the voice of Mount Vernon Rams Athletics on WMIX, Mr. Chris Hugo, and a busy week, lots of travel this week, but a fun week for you and I to cover the Midland Trail Conference Tournament, basically almost from start to finish.
Well, and I think it's a week where we probably put the most miles on the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, all various types of them. We do have multiple mobile studios, but we go to Carbondale last night for Lady Rams. We're going to try to get back there somehow, some way on Friday night. We know some sort of incarnation of us will be there on Saturday, but then you have the Midland Trail Conference Tournament. Obviously, tonight we'll do a game tomorrow night for sure. Who knows how many we may have tomorrow night. Hoping to have a game on Thursday night. If the seats play out, we definitely will. And then, of course, the Mount Vernon Rams up at Salem. We know we'll have them Thursday, you assume Friday, and then probably Saturday. So you also have the Midland Trail Conference Tournament Championship if the seats play out. Hopefully to have that one for you, too. So it's been a busy week thus far, and it's only going to get busier. It's going to get busier this week. Already busy tonight. There are already finals here in Southern Illinois. In boys play at Sparta, Waterloo beat DuPont 68-49. And in boys play at Massac County, Union County, Kentucky did not have school today, could not get the game tonight. So they had to forfeit their game with Meridian. So Meridian moves to the championship side of the Superman. Union County, Kentucky goes to the left. And in girls play already at West Frankfort, Heron beat Pinckneyville 49-21. And at El Dorado, Carmi beat Gallatin County 47-23. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. Talk to your neighbors, then talk to State Farm agent Scott Owens. See why State Farm insures more drivers than Geico and Progressive combined. Great service discounts like a good neighbor. State Farm agent Scott Owens is there. We are here at Sides Gymnasium Woodlawn, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. We'll take a break and come back. We'll talk more about the Sandoval Blackhawks and the Woodlawn Cardinals. You're listening to those Woodlawn Cardinals on the showcase on WMIX.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments.
Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House Garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon, or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One Account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
This is the showcase, presented by Community First Bank.
Welcome back into Sides Gymnasium. Side of an opening round game in the Midland Trail Conference Tournament between the Woodlawn Cardinals and the Sandoval Blackhawks. We welcome you back into the Coach House Garage's pregame show. If you are looking for a garage builder, build a quality garage for a fair price with a 5-year written warranty and financing available. Then the Coach House Garage is for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. Denny Czerwinski with Chris Hugo alongside. And first off, the Sandoval Blackhawks come in with a record of 3-6. Played 5 games actually, to Mulberry Girls Tournament in November. December, they had 2 games, and only one so far, a couple in January, 3 in January, to be exact, before last night, beating Grayville to get here. Sporadic season for Woodlawn, or for Sandoval. They go back and forth between playing, not going to school, no practice, all the way through battling that whole ordeal.
Well, when you have the no school, no play policy when it comes time to, school-related cancellations due to the weather, I mean, it's an understandable policy. It's certainly one that I don't have anything against, but when you're in the middle of your basketball season, you have that policy in place. It does make it tougher to get your games in, and even tougher to reschedule, especially when you're a team that doesn't really theoretically, technically go to a holiday tournament. So when you don't do that, you have other schools, the games that you might have missed, those teams may be in a holiday tournament, so you can't reschedule them then. And then when you have the second snowfall, the second winter storm come through, just makes it all the tougher. And because of that, of course, there was a game at Patoka they missed back on the original storm. They missed that game out in Waltonville, which will be made up later this month. But then you factor in the games in January. And, of course, another one with Ramsey is snowed out. Could have been the original cancellation. You lose a game with Woodlawn. And so, really, I mean, Mother Nature has not been kind to the Blackhawks, especially whenever it would have been a game against the Woodlawn Cardinals that would have given them a nice little look at what the number 1 seed has put together. And Sandoval, of course, gets here via a win last night at Grayville, 61-67. The only upset thus far in this early tournament, of course, in a play-in game. They were the 9th seed, Grayville the 8th seed, so not much of an upset, but on paper it is. And so for the Blackhawks, you've got to keep that upset in mind tonight, of course. You battle the number 1 team, the Woodlawn Cardinals. Of course, Sandoval, as we mentioned, some of the teams they've played, they've beaten Mulberry Grove beginning of the year, then lost to Ramsey, Patoka, Cowden Herrick, and conference foe Odin. That was all at Mulberry Grove. Then they had Grayville Odin again, and then in January lost to Chrysler Rock Lutheran. That was a Friday night, and then came back. They lost to Waltonville and then beat Weber last Saturday, and then Grayville last night. So finally starting to get some games in, so many in such a quick time. In fact, the way it looks, they've had to play Thursday, Friday, and then turn around and play Monday, Tuesday. They're getting a lot of games here in a quick amount of time they couldn't get in early on. Well, they are, and of course we talked about Mother Nature, the difference that makes. And of course, we look at schedules being unkind in terms of trying to get games made up. You're not going to be able to play every game on Tuesday or Friday. And when you talk about rescheduling, sometimes you have to take a look at Thursday and take a look at Monday. Maybe in some cases, if it gets bad enough, maybe even playing 5 games in a week straight through, Monday through Friday. And that's the kind of position that's been presented here for the Blackhawks, but they come in here tonight, again, upset on the mind after doing the same thing last night on the road, but a huge difference in traveling to Grayville. Of course, you have a longer road trip, and then Woodlawn, who has only lost 1 conference game between regular season and tournament. It's going to be a tough atmosphere for them tonight, but somewhat of a decent crowd on hand, I guess, nearly going. But all in all, the Blackhawks have a tough one tonight, and for the Woodlawn Cardinals, you have to hope that they're not the team that knocks you off.
We'll take a break, come back, talk more about those Woodlawn Cardinals. We break down this game. You're listening to Woodlawn Cardinals basketball on the Showcase on WMIX.
Mount Vernon is home to many wonderful people and things, and that includes quality cardiac care from Dr. Ruzaik Ibrahim. A skilled cardiologist, Dr. Ibrahim's training and scientific accomplishments have earned his designation as a Fellow of the American College of Cardiology. His services range from preventative care to the treatment of advanced heart conditions. For an appointment with Dr. Ibrahim at Crossroads Specialty Clinic, call 241-9071 or visit in person at 4113 South Water Tower, Mount Vernon.
Are the features with your free checking account disappearing? Hi, this is Nina Reitnauer, Relationship Banker with People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. A free checking account from People's National Bank includes unlimited check writing, no minimum balance requirements, online banking, bill pay, a Visa check card, and only takes $100 to open. Stop by People's National Bank and get the free checking account you deserve.
People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC, non-usage fees may apply.
Is your concrete driveway or maybe your sidewalk cracked, unsightly, or even non-existent? Let Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing in Woodlawn be a part of your home or business renovation in the new year. A true family-owned and operated local business, Rowley's Excavating specializes in dirt excavation and hauling, residential and commercial concrete jobs too. There's nothing these guys can't do. Get a free quote by calling Luke Rowley at 237-0552. That's 237-0552. Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing. They get dirty so you don't have to. Call Luke today.
Are you interested in a career in the culinary arts but can never afford the high cost of cooking school? Rend Lake College has a low-cost recipe for success. For as little as $5,500 per year, you can get a quality culinary arts education in your own backyard. That even includes books, tuitions, class fees, and supplies. Learn to master domestic fare, pastry, and foreign cuisine in Ina, Illinois. Save thousands on a culinary arts education at Rend Lake College. For more information, log on to rlc.edu/culinary arts.
We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
Community First Bank, title sponsor of high school sports on WMIX. Make your own great play when you open a Community First Bank free high-yield checking account that earns cash back. Just ask for one. Member FDIC. Danny Czerwinski, Hugo alongside. And Woodlawn has been smooth sailing since December. Ran through a lot of games in December, won the Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament, started out with a good win in Hamilton County. Kind of got brought back down to earth the other night. A bigger school at Mater Dei took one on the chin. We'll see how Woodlawn comes out after losing to the Knights on the road at Breeze on Saturday.
And it will be interesting because it's not uncommon to see the Cardinals roll 12-2 into this tournament. They just did it a different way. And, far often, Woodlawn kind of has to take some criticism because usually their first two losses of the year are back-to-back if they lose to Oakville and Mater Dei. But this case, Mount Nature came through. They lose that one they played on January the 18th, and it's a Cardinal team that I believe was 2-1 after losing to Oakville. So then they rattle off 10 straight wins. Well, sometimes that's good going into a tournament to have that momentum. Sometimes it's not good to have that many wins. You need to remember what it's like to lose. And, they come in now with a 12-2 mark, a big loss on the road, of course, to Mater Dei, and now a team that you really don't have to tell to be hungry is going to be hungry after a loss on the road. And they come in here tonight. They're home court, the number one seed, which they've been ever since entering this conference. So, it's familiar territory for them, but they're going to find a way to rebound after a loss. I think they're going to be okay.
They'll be okay. They'll go with that same starting line. We'll tell you that in a little bit. Brought to you by the Batter's Box right here in Woodlawn. Baseball and softball lessons start March 3rd. Lessons are $12 an hour for 6 to 14-year-olds. Equipment provided, including full-length batting cage with pitching machine. Give Scott Smith a call at 316-1437. And the whole gist of this tournament, very interesting matchup tonight. One of them, to me, North Clay has Odin tonight on the road at Odin. Another matchup of interest, Clay City at Wayne City. And I think the most interesting matchup, Waltville at Sisney tonight. Any of those three games have the potential to go one way or another as far as who could win or lose those games tonight.
Well, that's why we're hesitant to promote our coverage. I mean, we could have one game tomorrow night, the ninth place game, and we could have three games tomorrow night with some consolation semifinals depending upon what Waltonville and Wayne City do. But that's the thing. I mean, you see Friday night, Wayne City and Clay City. It's an 8-point margin in that one. You have a North Clay team that's probably better than a 7th seed taking on Odin, who, as the 2 seed, got thumped by the 1 seed by 30+. So, I mean, there was a huge drop-off between 1 and then 2 through probably about 8. But for the Waltonville Spartans, that's probably a team where you're shaking your head at the 5 seed. They go into the 4 seed at Sisney, a tough place to play, although it's a gym not unlike your own. And so it's going to be very interesting. I mean, 7-2, that's not going to be your typical 7-2 matchup tonight with North Clay right now warming up, of course, at Odin High School. But I was kind of perplexed by the seedings in this tournament. I thought, the Waltonville Spartans made a case to probably be a 3 seed. After getting a couple of back-to-back wins on the road. Wayne City, of course, a great team. They probably deserving of the 3. I was uncertain about Odin in the 2. But all in all, I mean, the thing that comes out in the wash is this always ends up as a great tournament. Well, your best bet is to tune in to WMIX 94.1 FM to find out what we're doing over the next 4 days of this tournament. You can also follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. We're putting all kinds of information, score updates, finals, what we're broadcasting, and another place that you keep up with what we're doing over the next 4 days between the Salem Tournament, the Midland Trail Tournament, and the Carbondale Girls Midwinter Tournament. Go to Facebook.com/WMIX Sports. You can like us there as well as both these teams warm up. Like we said, we know we are doing a 5:30 game tomorrow night. Weber Township plays Grayville at 5:30 in the 9th place game. Not consolation, 9th place game the way the bracket is set up. Well, yeah, I'm glad you pointed that out for one of our hopeful listeners, but a good friend of ours. We're kidding, obviously, but tomorrow night we could have 3 games, or conversely, we could have a Waltonville Woodlawn semifinal at 6:30 on Thursday night with the Rams to follow at 8:30 at Salem. So You never know how your coverage is going to shake out. Just quiet, of course, when you're working 3 tournaments, and hoping to keep it at 3 tournaments for a while. But if it does end up a 4th, we figure that out too.
So we need to get out of here for a break. We're going to do the anthem, and then we'll have the starting lineup and the opening tip here as we get underway in the quarterfinal round of the Midland Trail Conference Tournament. You're listening to Woodlawn Cardinals basketball in the showcase on WMIX.
There's still time to save during the cleanup sale at Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn. Get an extra 15 to 20% off your favorite furniture from Lazy Boy, Flexsteel, Sealy Posturepedic Bedding, Broyhill, Universal, bedrooms, dining rooms, and more. Clean up on savings at Newell's General Store with 75% off all remaining holiday, 50% off all Gym Shore collection, lotions, scarves, purses, plus 15 to 25% off everything else. Newell's, cleaning up to save you more.
Complete. That's the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois with a full sports medicine clinic, state-of-the-art MRI, a spine care team that focuses on pain management, arthroscopy specialists offering total joint replacement, hand surgery, and complete rehabilitation services. Doctors Chow, Houle, Ahn, Kowalski, Freehill, and Smith stand ready to serve you today with offices in Mount Vernon and Centralia and satellite offices in Benton and Nashville. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the Collision Pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
The Batter's Box in Woodlawn has 17-foot ceilings with a half basketball court, full-length batting cage, pitching machine, and climate control for year-round use. The Batter's Box is a great place for basketball, baseball, or softball practice, with active clinics and lessons in the spring and fall. Contact Scott Smith at 316-1437 to reserve the Batter's Box for your team or party. Speaking of parties, plan your next birthday party with the Batter's Box, located at 614 North Main in Woodlawn. Call 316-1437 for prices and availability.
This is the Showcase, presented by Community First Bank.
Starting lines for tonight's game brought to you by the Batter's Box in Woodlawn. Perfect for your child's party, baby showers, garage sales, or any other kind of party that you'd want to have. $50 for 2 hours, 17-foot high ceilings. Perfect for inflatables. Give Scott Smith a call, 316-1437. And then I'll turn it over to Mr. Chris Hugo for the starting lineup for this one.
Well, we'll go with the Sandoval Blackhawks. Of course, they're in their away black tonight as the away team. They'll start number 3, LeBron Anderson. Number 5, Jordan Johnson. Number 21, Brad Meskel. Number 44, Josh Nert. And number 10, Garen Orrell, who I skipped over. My apologies, Mr. Orrell. But as we take a look at the Woodlawn Cardinals tonight, they'll go with their usual 5. Number 22, Gabe Owens. Number 24, Chase Phelps. Number 30, Logan Wallerman. Number 31, Jason Hateman. And number 35, Jake Robinson for the 12-2 Cardinals, coached by Shane Witzel. They'll be the home team dressed in white.
Batter's Box equipped with a half basketball court, full-length batting cage, and pitching machine. Climate control for year-round use. You're going to need some heat over the next 2 or 3 days. Call Scott Smith at 316-1437 to reserve it today. Woodlawn being introduced to the crowd. Sandoval being the black road uniforms trimmed in red and white, while Woodlawn will be in their home whites trimmed in red and blue. The winner of this game will play Thursday night at 6:30 against the winner of Sisseton and Waltonville. And depending on what happens, of course, we will have the action of that one. The losers will meet tomorrow night and move on into Friday game if he can win out of that one. So the setup is there as long as nothing happens, but if you move on to the right with the wins, you don't have to worry about playing and making multiple trips to Louisville. It's a long way away for a lot of schools.
Well, and it is. And I know at one time it was the largest gym in the conference. It was the most centrally located gym in the conference. And while it might still hold the most people out of some, I think there's some that could, well, not really. Start to think around the conference. This might be able to, but I guess it probably would never get a shot, obviously, just because of this geographic location, but maybe you don't have to worry about it in future years.
Well, the winner of this game, of course, as I said, will play Thursday night at 6:30 between Waltville, Sisseton, and, of course, Woodlawn Sandoval. The losers will play tomorrow night. I believe it'll be game 2. The loser of this game, that should be at 7 o'clock, and that ball game at North Clay. And the officiating crew has got to be second to none. I mean, this is pretty darn good for...
Well, somehow Kirk Hacker found his way to Woodlawn. Of course, they call him Pedro. He's Steve Fouch. I apologize to the young man to the right. I am unfamiliar with him, do not know his name, and I traditionally would not name the officials without knowing all three, but this is kind of a special circumstance.
Well, with who's here tonight, yeah, we got the big-timers going on.
Oh, boy, Hack.
Hacker's in the house. And we will jump center. It will be Johnson against Phelps as we get underway. Quarterfinal round of this year's tournament. Of course, Woodlawn has yet to lose a game in this tournament over 4 or 5 years. Robinson with the pass underneath, tip ball on the floor, stolen away by Sandoval. They will have a possession, and it will be LaRon Anderson to bring it up for the Blackhawks across the timeline. Now across to the right side. Has it with it at the right wing. Now in the right corner with it is Johnson. Woodlawn man-to-man inside the Nert. Back out top of the key. Anderson, left-hand three on the way. It's stroked in good. Sandoval off to a 3-0 start.
I was wondering what kind of tempo, what kind of theme the Sandoval would start. Of course, getting the turnover early on underneath. They converted into 3 points. Good start for Sandoval. You could ask for a better start for the Blackhawks.
Woodlawn will have the basketball. It's a 3-2 zone from the Hawks. Bateman inside Robinson. Double team. Jump stop shot. No good, but a foul. Robinson will go to line to shoot 2. And that'll be the first foul on Sandoval. That'll be on Josh Nerd, his first.
Like what Robinson did there, Danny. Rolled off of the right block, was inside, found himself in the middle of a double team. Didn't panic, didn't dribble, just put the shot up, tried to get the foul, and almost win it, but at least gets himself to the line to shoot 2.
Robinson makes the first. We'll tell you about Rowley Excavating and concrete finishing for your sidewalks and driveways. They specialize in commercial and residential concrete work for the business and homeowner. Give Luke a call, 237-0552 today. Second free throw, Robinson clangs off the back of the iron, no good, and it's 3-1. Woodlawn down by 2. Anderson in the front court, left wing three for Morrill on the way, back of the iron, off the Phelps. Phelps with it, clears to Owens. He'll bring it into the front court. Owens with it in the corner. Wallerman to Robinson. He's double teamed, will shoot and not score, and rebound goes to Nerd. Off to Anderson, and the Blackhawks run the other way up the left wing front court. Anderson top the key. Free throw line blocked by Hateman. Rebound goes to Phelps. Phelps out with 1-on-2, goes up for left, blocked by Coral. Rebound goes to Johnson to Anderson. Sandoval making a stand early, trying to be that first team to knock off the Woodlawn Cardinals in tournament play. Top of the key, Oral with it. Inside right block, pass goes to Nert. Shot glass good. And this Sandoval team on a mission here early, 5-1 overall.
Well, they are. I mean, with a purpose, have a mission. And when you're the Cardinals, you're in this situation, obviously a big target on your back.
Owens into Robinson, back to Owens, top of the key. Zone with it, Wallerman in the corner. Now back to Owens, to Hateman, left wing. 3 ball on the way from Jason, no good. Rebound, Logan Wallerman. Right block, in traffic, shot off the iron. Phelps off his hands, out of bounds. Crossroads Community Hospital sponsors the player of the game. When this one's over, Chris and I will pick that. Wide wait hours and other emergency rooms when Crossroads Community Hospital promises you'll be seen by a physician within 30 minutes of your arrival. This is an interesting start. Woodlawn down 5-1 here in the first quarter with 6 minutes to go. Dribble handoff goes to Johnson, top of the key. Right wing to Oral. Inside bounce pass, Nerd kick. Out of bounds with triple nickel left in the first. Woodlawn trails 5-1 here at home. WMIXsports.com, your home for a scoreboard every night from August to June for high school sports. Streaming the place of high school sports on WMIX as well. Inbound, that's a foul on Logan Wallerman. Oh, it traveled. Okay, never mind. I thought he got a lot of Mexico on the way up, but obviously no fouls at travel. It goes to Woodlawn. As I was saying about WMIXsports.com, also a place for archives of both audio and video. We have highlights as well at WMIXsports.com. Woodlawn down 5-1, 5:50 to go in the first. Owens with it, free throw line, Robinson. Hateman thought about the three to Wallerman in the corner. That's Logan, back to Hateman, back to Logan in the right corner. Hateman holds above his head, now inside to Phelps to Hateman, corner Owens. Left side, left wing, skip pass right corner, Wallerman for a three against the zone. Off the mark, Owens battles with Phelps. Owens gets the rebound at the corner. Now dribbles to the wing, now has to give to Phelps, deep left wing, and now will come between the circles. Owens with it, will look, gets to Hateman. Hateman with it to Owens in the corner, three on the way, off the iron. Rebound goes to Anderson. Sandoval runs the other way, Anderson in the front court on the left wing. Anderson with it, top of the key, that's to Johnson, right wing to Oral. Oral has it, holds above his head. Looks, now a couple of dribbles, surveys, skip past left wing to Anderson. Anderson guarded by Hateman. Anderson going to try to break him down. No ball screen used. Was swinging around right wing to Oral. Oral free throw line. The Mesco down the left side. Has to pick it up. Now to Oral. His long three on the way. Good. Garen Oral has hit a three, and if you're going to make an upset, Mr. Hugo, you got to knock some threes down.
That's exactly what they're doing along the way. Of course, it's a hot shooting night.
Robinson quickly down the floor, outside, makes it 8-3. Anderson will bring it into the front court on the dribble. Anderson goes right wing to Meskel. Or I should say to Oral. Oral holds at the way. Oral top of the key. Anderson will get a 15-footer tipped by Hateman. That's his second block of the night. And Owens gets the rebound to Hateman up to Phelps. Behind the defense. Defense catches. No foul. Now there's a foul. Phelps gets go to the line, and that'll be a foul on number 21, Brad Meskel, his first, team second. Phelps got behind the defense and got rewarded.
Oh, he did. That was a great play. Went in strong, trying to get the basket, but gives himself a chance at the line now, shooting two, and trying to take a crack at this deficit. Cardinals are ice cold right now, but you got to give a lot of credit to the Blackhawks. 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. That's been the difference.
And we'll tell you about Saturday Sports Show every Saturday morning on AM 940, online at WMIXsports.com from 8:08 a.m. to 10 a.m. every Saturday morning right here on WMIX. Second free throw by Phelps is good, and Woodlawn now back to within 8-4. Anderson across the timeline on the dribble, goes right wing to Oral. Oral has it top of the key. Now to the top of the key, Meskel, left wing Anderson. Woodlawn man-to-man. They go right side, that's to Johnson. Free throw line shot, rattles off the back of the iron. Hateman gets the rebound for the Cardinals. He will dribble into the front court, up on the right wing, then the corner to Logan Wallerman. To Robinson, double-teamed. Owens on the X-pass, left wing three, on the way, good. Nice look by Robinson. The X-pass from the right block to the left wing. 8-7, Cardinals down 1. Owens, Anderson with it, top of the key, guarded by Owens. Down the lane, gets triple teamed. In amongst the trees, Logan Wallerman picks the jump ball, and it'll go to Sandoval on the alternating possession.
That three was the one thing you couldn't have happen, I thought, if you were the Blackhawks, of course. You knew at some point Gabe Owens was going to find a way to become isolated. They did that. The X-pass out to the left wing, and Owens wanted the shot out of the corner earlier. Didn't get it that time. Took one and missed, but then nailed that one. That's a big three.
Anderson in the corner and inbounds to Nert, 15-footer, good. I'll tell you what,
that's a nice
Sandoval team. That's a nice mid-range jumper, Bill Lambert style. Think of that for you 80s NBA fans. And it's 10-7. Harris with it on the left wing. He came in the quarter for Logan Wallerman. Harris to Hateman. Jump stop in the lane. Shot from 15 off the mark. Rebound goes to Nert. Really impressed with Nert. Good size, good hands. Gets it to Anderson in the left wing. Now in the corner. Oral back to Anderson, top of the key. The number 20 we'll get a name later. And you know he's missed that three. I thought he was going to make it without a name in the book. Hateman will bring it across the timeline on the left wing. In the corner, Phelps. He's going to go to the rim. Pass off Robinson in the lane. Good catch. Good. Jake Robinson off to another quick start. 10-9. Cardinals down 1 as they start to build a little rhythm and lather here in this one. Anderson across the timeline for the Hawks. Top of the key. With it down to Oral. His three on the way is good. Man, Aaron Oral hits the three, and it's 13-9. Cardinals down 4. And Sandoval can't miss. That's an amazing start here, shooting-wise, for Sandoval. Harris with it, right corner to Phelps. Phelps with it against the Hawks defense. Looks on the right side to Harris. Harris holds above his head to Phelps. Owens on the left side, left corner Hateman. Hateman, 2 dribbles, now back to Owens. Top of the key, right wing to Harris. Harris with it to Owens. Was going to shoot, lost it, ball on the floor. Owens recovers, lost it down in the lane, and there's a foul. Bodies went everywhere, and I think it's going to be a foul on Sandoval. And that foul is on number 10, Garen Oral, his first, team third. Blake Wallerman will check in for Ross Owens with 2:06 to go in the first. Harris will inbound, and Woodlawn will go with their traditional box set on the inbound pass.
Wayne City leads Clay City 4-0 with 2:32 left of the first.
Harris triggers the inbounds up the top. Hateman, his three on the way. Up, rattles off the iron. Blake Wallerman on the rebound. In amongst the trees to Robinson. Too much mustard on that pass, too close. And the turnover goes to Sandoval. The Hawks into the front court on the dribble. Anderson between the circles. He's on that top of the key. Now goes with the curl. Now in the lane. Gets a little space and makes the shot. Anderson has 5 on the NBA Stephon Curry move. And it's 15-9 with 1:40 to go. The Hawks up 6. Hateman in the corner to Phelps. Now the free throw line down the lane. Blake Wallerman down the lane. No good. Tipped around. Wallerman can't get the rebound. Here come the Hawks 3-on-1. Woodlawn does get back defensively, though. Miskill throws it back out, and Phelps has the recovery near the timeline on the turnover. On to the front court in the left wing. Phelps from 17 up and in. Chase Phelps has 3 points, and it's 15-11, and this seems to be taking on the up-and-down factor here in this one. Always bank on your hometown team. Community First Bank, home of the one account featuring Free checking and high-yield interest, member FDIC. On the right wing, Oral with it, and Blake Wallerman got his way, and Oral had it tipped out of bounds. It'll be Woodlawn ball.
Kind of wonder what's going to happen if the Cardinals start hitting some shots. Sandoval shooting very well from the floor early going, but right now the Cardinals here in the first quarter, just 4 of 14 from the floor.
Anderson has it between the circles. Anderson will look over the defense, goes between the legs, now gets around Hateman, shot from 15 short, hits the floor, and unfortunately, Vesco got the rebound, but he ran out of real estate to be inbound. It'll go back to the Woodlawn Cardinals with 50 seconds to go, see if they stick with one shot or what they do. Across the timeline, right side Harris to Blake Wallerman to Hateman, top of the key. Hateman has it. Now back to Blake Wallerman. They're going to play around to the right side. That is Harris. Harris with it on the right corner. His three on the way. Good. Fred Harris knocks down his first shot. That's usually good signs for Woodlawn. It's 15-14. Hawks up one with 20 seconds to go. Into the front court between the circles to the free throw line extended. Jumper up from 15 good. The unnamed Hawks player will makes it 17-14. There were a bunch of people in the book, but nobody had that number. Hateman, top of the key. Looks to Blake Wallerman. In the right corner, Harris. Now to Wallerman with 4. He throws backdoor Phelps with 2. They're going to get a shot? Probably not. Well, not. End of the first quarter. Sandoval 17, Woodlawn 14. You're listening to Woodlawn Cardinals basketball in the showcase on WMIX.
The health of your kidneys has a big impact on your overall health, affecting everything from your blood pressure to your bones. And if you ever have a kidney problem, Dr. Kangura is here to help. Dr. Kangura trained at the Mayo Clinic and specializes in conditions ranging from kidney stones and uncontrolled high blood pressure to chronic kidney disease. Dr. Kangura sees patients at Crossroads Specialty Clinic. For an appointment, call 618-241-9071.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
First Bank title sponsor, your community, your choice, your bank with 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your need. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. As we play along in the second quarter, Woodlawn ball trailing 17-14. Down the lane with it is Phelps. Shot from 15 up off the iron. Rebound goes to Ross Owens in the lane. Shot up by Owens is good. Ross Owens knocks down a shot, and Woodlawn back to within 1, 17-16. Anderson in the front court. Behind the back dribble, he has shown us. Down the lane he comes, left wing. Now top of the key right side goes Oral. Down the lane, running one-hander off the iron, no good. Parker Renault high for the rebound amidst amongst the trees. Gets it to Phelps on the left wing. Phelps will look, and now back to Owens. On that left side, Owens inside Bryson Sanders to Renault to Logan Wallerman. Back to Renault. Renault back to Wallerman, and they look. Wallerman inside Owens. Pass off Phelps up and in. Woodlawn has their first lead at 18-17. Woodlawn with 3 quick ones to start this first quarter. Or second quarter. Wow. There has been a blowout at Carmi of epic proportions. Between the circles for Sandoval, down by 1. First time they trailed tonight. Anderson on the right wing. Anderson with it. Down the lane on the dribble. Left-hand running shot, glass too strong. Tipped off to Owens. Owens will bring it to the front court. We got a little issue behind the play here. Owens goes down the lane, up and in. Had a little greeting back behind the play. Referees roll over it. 2017, Woodlawn down 3. And we're going to have some fun underneath. Somebody's going to get a foul here, yep. They're going to get 40 for the hold. Bryson Sanders, you can see it coming. First score of the night from Carmi. Fairfield beat Harrisburg tonight 63-35. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. Auto insurance is complex, but he makes it simple and friendly advice. Give him a call, 242-3770. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Scott Owens is there. Woodlawn had the turnover, then they had it stolen back. And unfortunately for Woodlawn, they are up 3, even with the turnover. How about that score echoing through Mr. Hugo at 63-35?
That's unbelievable.
And that'll be a holding foul on Logan Wallerman. That'll be his first, team second. Woodlawn was not called for any fouls in the second quarter. Or in the first quarter, I should say. Chris and I will pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one's over. Wide hours and other emergency rooms, you'll be seen by a physician within 30 minutes of your arrival. Oral's going to throw it to Anderson, top of the key, off the baseline inbounds for the Hawks. Anderson with it between the circles. Anderson will go on the dribble. Renault guarding him man-to-man. Woodlawn leads 20-17 with 6 minutes to go in the first half. Anderson with it, top of the key. Renault has him and gets the screen. Now Anderson to the floor, jump ball coming, and it'll go to Sandoval. It'll be out of bounds to the Hawks. Really impressed so far, Chris. First time we've seen Sandoval all year. Discipline, skill, and play by the Hawks so far in this one.
Very much so. And, of course, start off with a nice first quarter. Shot very well. I think the 3 of 4 from three-point land is a huge difference. You're not going to see that all game.
Top of the key, and left wing is Oral. Oral has it on the dribble. Oral has it and goes to the right side, and they go inside. That's to Johnson. Has to retrieve it near the timeline. Guarded by Hateman. Johnson inside pass tipped and stolen away by Harris. Harris will bring it into the front court. Owens now right wing. Now to Harris. Back to Owens right wing. He'll look on the dribble. Goes in the left corner. Hateman behind the defense. 15-footer up off the iron. Harris on the rebound. Back to Owens. Top the key to Renault. Renault traveled the basketball. Had an opening. Didn't elect to use it. Facebook.com/WMIX Sports. Give us a like there. A couple new likes today or more. We appreciate that as well. Give us a like on Facebook. Facebook.com/WMIX Sports. We'll have some new content up there all night. Hawks with the ball. 5:28 to go in the first half. If I say defense and the Hawks, just excuse my hockey lingo. Across the timeline, Anderson goes to the right wing to Nert. Back to Anderson, top of the key. Woodlawn man-to-man. Anderson to Oral on that right side. Inside, stolen away by Owens. Owens comes the other way, 2-on-3. He'll go out to Parker Renault in the corner. To Harris, right wing, 3 on the way. Won't be good. It lodged out of his hand. Rebound goes to Nert for the Hawks. Now up to Johnson. They'll run into the front court, 2-on-2. Johnson pulls up on the dribble. Looks for somebody. Now to Oral on the right wing, back to Johnson. Johnson one dribble, lob pass inside the Nerd on Robinson. Shot off the glass, blocked Harris. Weak side, Nerd on the rebound, foul Hateman on the reach-in. You can hear the slap from here. It's first team third. WMIXsports.com. That is your streaming home for high school sports on WMIX. We also have archivable audio and video, the games that we do, highlights, and also a scoreboard update every night of the high school sports season from August till June at WMIXsports.com. We'll have one later tonight. Nert gets the inbounds pass to the left box. Leave it behind him for Johnson. His 3 on the way off the iron. Backside, Phelps on the rebound. Gets it to Owens, and Ross will bring it into the front court on the dribble. Owens with it, right side. Hateman thought about the 3, nothing. Now throws it away off Robinson's hands. Into the front court come the Hawks on the right wing. Down the baseline, Harris shuts it off for Woodlawn. And Anderson has it, top of the key on the dribble. Left wing to Oral. In the corner, Johnson, guarded by Phelps. Johnson back to Oral. Sandoval not finding things as easy offensively in this one. Nerd in the post on Robinson. Shot blocked and a foul. Mr. Nerd is a handful. Had 4 points in the first quarter and has been a handful inside underneath for Sandoval.
Well, he is. And, of course, you haven't seen a lot of true post players come through. And, you know, this year, of course, as far as people who have played Woodlawn in conference play, but I give a lot of credit to Nerd. He's been physical inside and able to get himself to the line now. And that's a pretty good form at the free throw line.
And that first free throw does go. And he has 5 quickies in this one, 5 points. As we go along here. Second free throw coming from Nert. And it is up and no good. Phelps gets the rebound for the Cardinals. Phelps will get it to Owens. He'll dribble quickly into the front court. With it on the right wing is Hateman. Hateman with it. Inside pass Phelps. Oh, nice pass from Owens to Phelps. He has 7. Another assist for Ross Owens. 22-18, Cardinals by 4. 4 minutes to go in the first half. We'll have the Red Lake College halftime show coming up. And Red Lake College, as that 3 by Anderson goes down, Red Lake College can save you thousands on your college education. See how to apply online at rlc.edu. Anderson has 8, and Sandoval within 1, 22-21. Owens with it to Phelps on the block. Has to look, goal top of the key, Owens. Owens with it to the left elbow to Hateman. Hateman with it right wing to Harris. Now to Hateman against his zone. Now to Harris. Inside bounce pass Robinson on a guard. Lost the ball in the dribble. Nert tried to get it. Robinson goes up strong, short, gets his own board. Has to go up again and a foul on Sandoval. That'll be their 4th. That foul will be on number 21. That'll be Brad Meskill. That'll be his 2nd. 3:25 to go. Woodlawn will trigger underneath, and the official on the baseline is telling everybody to knock off the John and the celebrations or lack thereof. Owens with it. Inside, pass tipped and stolen away. Now stolen away by Hateman in the corner. Pass to Owens on the left wing. 3-balling away from Ross. Off the mark. Rebound, tip. Rebound goes to Sandoval. Wilbur has it, and there's a foul from behind. Robinson picks up his second. That's the 5th on the Cardinals. And even though they're leading by 1, this Sandoval team is in striking distance of an upset. As everybody on the Woodlawn bench but one has played. Ryan Richardson not in uniform tonight. He is out with a knee injury, so he will not be playing tonight, so he won't be playing. He's sitting on the end of the bench. And Sandoval with a 1-point deficit triggers into the front court. On the right wing is Wilbur. Down the baseline, quickly blocked from behind Owens, and Sandoval will have to trigger. And Coach Showmaker, the coach of the Hawks, likes what he sees out of his team so far.
They've played pretty well in the first half. Of course, just got their first field goal up the second quarter about 30 basketball seconds ago, so need to get a little bit more put together if they're going to have a complete upset run.
Metzko has it on the wing, goes to the left block on Phelps, gets a shot blocked from behind by Phelps. Good defense by Chase as he brings it to the front court up on the right wing. To Owens, top of the key. Now he'll dribble penetrate to Phelps in the corner, 17-footer, good. Chase Phelps has 6 in the quarter, 9 in the game, and it is 24-21 Cardinals by 3. Anderson into the front court, top of the key. He'll go to the right, now to the left, dribble handoff. On the right side. That's a lob pass inside to Nerd, tipped out by Ballard out of bounds. It'll go back to Sandoval. So we're tired of big corporate banking, of a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank's at home in Dixon and Mount Vernon, right here in Woodlawn. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Up the line they go. Sandoval triggers to the top of the key from the baseline to Nerd on the inbounds. Leaves it for Anderson behind him, top of the key. Long three for the Ties off the backboard, no good. He gets his own rebound, throws it off Ballard out of bounds. What an impressive play by LaRon Anderson, and Sandoval maintained the possession. Now they'll have to inbound from the no pickup zone of cell phones. That's in the corner of the baseline where they meet. That inbounds goes out to the left wing to Anderson. Anderson with it. Down the lane, shot glass good. Wow. How impressive is he? 24-23. 1-point game, Woodlawn up by 1. Hateman on the right wing. Top of the key, Owens. Owens with it to Hateman. Hateman holds, and down the corner, Logan Wallerman. Back to Hateman. Hateman goes top of the key. Owens, his 3 on the way, front of the iron, trickles up. Logan Wallerman and Ballard fight over it. It goes all to bounce off of them, and it'll go back to Sandoval. Well, as much as the Harrisburg score sent shockwaves, and Woodlawn's down a half, that might send shockwaves. Haven't lost a game in this tournament, ever. I believe that's, 5 years now?
Since 2009, he came in, it was kind of one of those things where original teams,
5 years.
Original teams thought they just kind of roll over, and it's been Woodlawn ever since.
5 in a row, 15 wins in a row in this tournament on the line, and now the double dribble. Anderson had that French curl, dribble, stop, dribble. Had somebody's hand get in there, and that caused his dribble. He had to get both hands on it. Yeah, and the official says, okay, we got it, and we'll move on. 1:49 to go. Yeah, and he's heard it.
He's been further. Never mind.
Yeah, he's been told. He heard it. Well, Hateman on the right wing in the corner to Wallerman.
That's all fair.
Yeah, that's all fair. Yeah, Ballard with it to Fells. On the left wing, backdoor lob pass, Logan Wallerman. Shot up and in. Logan Wallerman gets his first 2 points. 26-23, Cardinals by 3 with 90 seconds to go in the first half. Anderson with the top of the key. He'll look to the left wing to Wilbur. Holds above his head, back to Anderson between the circles with 1:20 to go. Very impressed with Sandoval, the things they are doing on and off the floor. Right side, Wilbur with it. Off a ball screen, loses it. Air comes out of the basketball, has to chase it near the sideline right wing. Owens reaches in. Wilbur can now dribble because he touched the ball. Wilbur with it, and we have a timeout. Sandoval down below us. Your community, your choice, your bank with 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. 26-23, Woodlawn on top by 3 with 1:07 to go. And been very impressed, Chris, with Sandoval. No eagerness, no scariness about coming in playing against Woodlawn, coming in and manning up, and they are in this game for the long haul, it looks like.
And you really don't want to buy into that, where going into a certain team, gymnasium, or playing a certain team can have that mental impact, but it does. And, no fear right now for the Blackhawks, down 3, call a timeout, maybe make something happen here with 1:07 left, but you led after 1, you're 1 possession, definitely striking distance here in the second quarter, and, if it's on, the momentum is on anybody's side, I'd have to think it's on Sandoval.
Woodlawn has, after the timeout, will go on defense as Anderson leaves it off for Wilbur. Goes right side to Anderson, gets a ball screen to the right elbow. Still on the dribble. Now we'll shoot the three. Up and in. Wow. Ties it up at 26. LaRon Anderson with another three. He's got 3 threes in the game, and we're tied at 26 with 50 seconds to go in the first half. Owens with it on the right wing to Wallerman to Owens on the dribble. Splits the double team to Hateman. Left wing three on the way for the lead. Good. Jason Hateman with the answer back. His first point of the game. 29-26. Woodlawn on top by 3. Anderson into the front court on the dribble. He'll dribble handoff right side to Oral. Now he'll dribble handoff with Wilbur, top of the key. Down the lane he comes on the runner. Glass too strong. Rebound goes to Owens amongst the trees. Ross will bring it into the front court on the dribble. Kicks it off left wing Hateman. Shot on the way from 10. Good. Nice look, nice shot. Hateman has 5 quick ones in a row. 31-26. Sandoval with it with 8 seconds. Anderson has it. Double team. Woodlawn has fouls to give. Anderson gets by 3 guys, goes to the rim, shot short, rebound Hateman, and that's how the first half will end. Woodlawn 31, Sandoval 25. We'll come back with a halftime show sponsored by Rend Lake College. You're listening to Woodlawn Cardinals basketball in the showcase on WMIX.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer, Ford Square, Mount Vernon. We have one of the hottest car lines in the industry with the Ford Fiesta, Focus, and Fusion. The Ford brand was the top-selling brand in the United States in 2013, and we at Ford Square are determined to make that happen again in 2014. Ford is number 1 because the Fusion hugs, curves, and embraces fuel efficiency. The Focus is your friend at the pump and your love on the road. And the Ford Fiesta is taking fun and efficiency further. We have over 40 of these cars in stock right now waiting for you. We can offer huge cashback savings and want to deal. We will do anything to make 2014 even better and keep Ford number 1. Come see our associates at Ford Square, 1501 Broadway, Mount Vernon, Illinois, and we will show you why the best never rest. You can always view our new and pre-owned inventory online at fordsquare.com.
Is your concrete driveway or maybe your sidewalk cracked, unsightly, or even non-existent? Let Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing in Woodlawn be a part of your home or business renovation in the new year. A true family-owned and operated local business, Rowley's Excavating specializes in dirt excavation and hauling, residential and commercial concrete jobs too. There's nothing these guys can't do. Get a free quote by calling Luke Rowley at 237-0552. That's 237-0552. Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing. They get dirty so you don't have to. Call Luke today.
There's still time to save during the cleanup sale at Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn. Get an extra 15 to 20% off your favorite furniture from Lazy Boy, Flexsteel, Sealy Posturepedic Bedding, Broyhill, Universal, bedrooms, dining rooms, and more. Clean up on savings at Newell's General Store with 75% off all remaining holiday, 50% off all Jim Shore collection, lotions, scarves, purses, plus 15 to 25% off everything else. Newell's, cleaning up to save you more.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the collision pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
Don't just dream about a better job. Go get it with scores of programs that take 2 years, 1 year, or even just a few months to complete. Rend Lake College is your gateway to a career you'll love. From nursing to coal mining, from computer programming to cosmetology, and everything in between. Rend Lake College is affordable, convenient, and ready to get you trained for your new job fast. Call us at 618-437-5321 or visit us at rlc.edu.
This is the Showcase on WMIX. The Rend Lake College Halftime Show starts now.
Halftime at Woodlawn, sponsored by Rend Lake College. They offer over 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less. See which is right for you with full descriptions at rlc.edu. Apply online while you are there. Some scores from around Southern Illinois, boys-wise. Waterloo beat Dupo with Sparta 68-49. Fairfield at Harrisburg won 63-35 that game at Carmi. And in girls play, Heron over Pinckneyville at West Frankfort 49-21. Carmi beat Gallatin County 47-23 at El Dorado, and Centralia has beaten Dietrich 50-49. That was at Effingham. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. Give him a call and see why State Farm insures more drivers than Geico and Progressive combined. Great service and discounts like a good neighbor. State Farm agent Scott Owens is there. The WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler, will roll into our break. When we come back with scoring and stats for the first half, you're listening to Woodlawn Cardinals basketball in the showcase on WMIX.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
There's still time to save during the cleanup sale at Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn. Get an extra 15 to 20% off your favorite furniture from Lazy Boy, Flexsteel, Sealy Posturepedic Bedding, Broyhill, Universal, bedrooms, dining rooms, and more. Clean up on savings at Newell's General Store with 75% off all remaining holiday, 50% off all Gym Shore collection, lotions, scarves, purses, plus 15 to 25% off everything else. Newell's, cleaning up to save you more.
This is the Showcase, presented by Community First Bank.
Welcome back to Woodlawn High School. Halftime score, Woodlawn 31, Sandoval 26. Halftime show brought to you by Rend Lake College. They can save you thousands on your college education. See how and apply online at rlc.edu. Danny Czerwinski, third of Chris Hugo for the scoring and stats of this first half.
Yeah, first we'll take a look at the team shooting for the Woodlawn Cardinals. They were 10 of 21 in the first half inside, 47.6%. They were 3 of 9 outside for 33.3%. 13 of 30 from the floor for 43.3%. For the Sandoval Blackhawks, hot shooting in the first half, not so much in the second, or I should say first quarter, not so much in the second. 5 of 15 inside for 33.3%. They were 5 of 8 outside for 62.5%. 10 of 23 from the floor for 43.5%. Both teams 50% from the stripe. 2 of 4 for the Cardinals, 1 of 2 for the Blackhawks. Woodlawn now out rebounding Sandoval 15-12. Turnover disadvantage, believe it or not, now with the Blackhawks. 6-5. Taking a look at individual scores. First for the Blackhawks, LaRon Anderson had 13. That is a game high. 6 from Garen Orrell. 5 for Josh Nertz. And 2 more for the unidentified Blackhawk for their 26 points. Now for the Woodlawn Cardinals, they are led by Chase Phelps with 9. 7 from Ross Owens. 5 apiece for Jason Hateman and Jake Robinson. 3 from Brett Harris and 2 from Logan Wallerman to give us our halftime score of the Woodlawn Cardinals 31. The Sandoval Blackhawks 26.
Well, we can tell you a couple scores here as we move along. Both are at halftime. First off, Waltonville trails Sisney 20-19 at the half. That is up at Sisney on the road. And then another score came in via text. If the iPhone will go back to where it was. At the half, Wayne City leads Clay City by a score of 18-12. So interesting matchups there as far as that goes. Woodlawn or Waltonville on the road. Wayne City is at home. We need to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the opening tip and the start of the second half. You're listening to Woodlawn Cardinals basketball in the showcase on WMIX.
A digestive problem can affect every area of your life. But now there's a specialist right here in town who focuses on digestive health. Mayo Clinic trained Dr. Tegpaul Atwal has opened the only gastroenterology clinic in Mount Vernon. Dr. Atwal treats acid reflux, gallbladder problems, inflammatory bowel disease, ulcers, and more. For your appointment with Dr. Atwal at Crossroads Specialty Clinic, call 618-241-9071.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the Collision Pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
People's National Bank makes purchasing a home easy. Hi, this is Joy Schrader, mortgage specialist from People's National Bank. Visit peoplesnationalbank.com to fill out an online application 24/7, and you will be on your way to owning your own home. If you have any questions, give me, Joy Schrader, a call at 241-6928.
People's National Bank, your home for home loans. Proudly serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Loans subject to credit approval.
Too expensive to get back into shape? Not anymore. Rend Lake College's new fitness center is only $53 per semester. They've also thought of everything with universal machines, free weights, treadmills with dedicated TV screens, ellipticals, and more. Qualified dance instructors are also available. Or go at your own pace with DVDs that can be used in the exercise room. Best of all, it's open 7 days a week. Check out the Rend Lake College Fitness Center in the Marketplace off Potomac Boulevard in Mount Vernon. Or log on to rendlakecollege.edu/Fit Center.
We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
Halftime here, Woodlawn leads 31-26. Danny Czerwinski, Chris Hugo alongside Chris. Big time matter here. Sandoval shot the ball so well, but got a lot of looks. A lot of looks early, knock him down, and Woodlawn now leads 31-26. You're not looking. You're in trouble.
Of course, they did get a lot of, well, there's a look right there, but they got a lot of looks early on, of course, in the first quarter and shot very well. 7 of 13 were the Blackhawks, but it took until about the 3:39 mark of the second quarter before they got their first field goal. Got a big 3 out of a timeout at the 1:07 mark, of course. They called timeout when it was 26-23. That got the game tied. I do not have this written down anywhere, by the way. It tied it up at 26, and the 3 and another deuce for the Cardinals put them on top by 5. They should have the basketball to start the second half, so you wonder if maybe the momentum starts to slide a little bit back into the side of Western Jefferson County.
Well, winter goes on, and we shall see what happens here as Woodlawn will start the ball in the second half. Across the timeline. Right side Phelps, now top of the key to Owens. Owens with it. Owens has it. The Robinson to Phelps, left right corner back jumper is good. And that's how the half starts off for Woodlawn. Chase Phelps goes to 11 points, and it's 33-26 Cardinals on top now by 7, their biggest lead as things start to settle down.
Well, when a team is as well-rounded as the Cardinals are, I'll finish that point after the turnover.
Here comes Hateman the other way, gets a little screen from Phelps up and in. That's 4 quick points. Looks like maybe timeout. Nope, not from Sandoval. They're going to play on.
Well, the team is as well-rounded as the Cardinals are. You'd hate to say that so this person goes, so the team goes, but Chase Phelps is really a catalyst for this team. The fact that he has 11 points now and has been perfect since the second quarter makes all the difference in the world.
Top of the key, Jordan Johnson. Inside they go to Nert. Nert with it. Inside, and that's a foul. And we'll see with it, and that's a hack on Woodlawn. We'll see who that's on. 2 shots coming from Nert. And that is on Jake Robinson. That's his 3rd. And at the line will be Mr. Nert. We've talked about Nert all this game. He has looked very impressive. He has 6. Makes the score 35-27. And the other way we go. Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing can provide land clearing, grading, and other excavating services such as creating a dream pond behind your own. Give Luke a call, 237-0552. 35-28 as Nert makes them all, and then a turnover for Woodlawn. Sandoval comes the other way. Anderson into the front court. Anderson with it. Top chill on the dribble, top of the key. Anderson has it up that top of the key near the timeline. He'll reset the offense. Anderson on the dribble, 6:45 left to go in the third. Left wing pass goes to Oral. Or on the dribble, top of the key, launches a 3, up, no good, rebound Robinson. He was the only jersey really in the lane near the rim, gets it to Owens across the timeline. Owens with it, down the lane, running one-hander up and in. Mr. Owens finds his range, and all point guards have to have that little runner, 37-28. Woodlawn to the top of the key, Anderson. Anderson has it near the top. Anderson will still be on the dribble as he plays around. Guarded by Hateman. They're trying to make him give the ball up. He leaves it for Oral right wing to Johnson. Johnson has it on the left wing to Anderson. Shot fake. Hateman goes in, picks his dribble up the left elbow, back out to Oral. And Oral will start. And off to the left side is Johnson. Running shot blocked out of bounds by Phelps. And Sandoval's ball with 5:55 left to go in the third quarter. Make your own great play when you open Community First Bank free high-yield checking account that earns cash back. Just ask for one. Member FDIC. Top of the key, pass to the timeline, goes to Anderson. Anderson with it. Now, Hateman used his foot. I was going to say, you can't do that here. Paul Hines down to our left. He'd be excited about that foot save there, the way that soccer move was used.
But I'll tell you what, that foot on the ball actually probably helped keep him from a foul.
And lifts the basketball side out of bounds to Oral on the home side. And Owen throws it into the right side. Johnson, backdoor lob to Oral, up and in. Woodlawn was ball chasing, and they found Oral underneath on the block, 37-30. Owens across the timeline to Hateman on the left wing. Owens back to Hateman. Hateman has it to Owens on the left side. Owens in the corner to Phelps with 5:27 to go. Woodlawn leads by 7. Wallerman to the rim. Shot blocked from behind. Rebound goes to Meskill. Meskill throws it up front, but Phelps picks it off in the front court and goes now on the right side. He tries to get around Anderson, gets it to nobody, and dribbles it out of bounds.
Well, try to get a little too fancy there, and those are the types of plays that cost you momentum. You're up 7. You were up 9, and certainly hope you can defend here and overcome that.
WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. Also, we'll pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one is over. Wide hours and other emergency rooms when Crossroads promises to see you within 30 minutes of your arrival with a physician. Right wing for the Hawks. Oral has it. Down in the right quarter, that's the Meskill inside lob pass Nert. Got around. Robinson has 3 fouls. Nert goes out left wing. Johnson 3 on the way. Up and in. Johnson makes the 3. Now we have a whistle. Ross Owens is on the ground for some reason, and we might find out why. That is foul is on number 21, Brad Meskill. That's his third, team's first. And it's 4:52 left to go in the third. Woodlawn leads 37-33. Walterman will throw in to Owens. Owens will bring it across the timeline. Owens goes right side to Hateman in the corner to Phelps. Phelps with it up to Hateman. Hateman holds against the zone. 3-2 now to Phelps. Phelps with it. Looks. Now goes top of the key to Owens. Left corner to Walterman. 3 on the way from Logan. Short rebound. Owens chases it down. Into the left corner goes Ross Owens. Down top of the key to Hateman. Hateman has it. Lobbed inside. Tipped out of bounds. It'll be Woodlawn basketball off that call. 2 scores from the Midland Trail Tournament. Halftime scores. Wayne City over Clay City 18-12. And Waltonville Trail Sissy at the half on the road 20-19. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens of State Farm Insurance. Scott Owens makes auto insurance simple with friendly advice and the right level of protection. Give him a call, 242-3770. Harris top of the key, left wing to Owens on the inbound. Owens goes in the corner to Phelps. Shot from 15, good. Chase Phelps makes 11 off the mid-range jumper. 39-33, Cardinals by 6, 4:10 to go in the third. Up on the left side, that is Brandon Williams, number 20 for the Hawks. Leaves it up top of the key for Anderson. Over to Williams, off a ball screen. Anderson, top of the key. Williams inside to Nert. Retrieves near the right elbow. Nert has his pocket picked by Owens. Recovered, now snipped and stolen by Owens. Gets it up to Phelps in the front court. Layup good. Phelps has 15, 6 and a quarter, 41-33. Cardinals by 8. Biggest lead of the night so far for the home-clad white. Anderson with it at the right elbow. Goes left wing to Williams. Williams on the dribble. Now he gets it to Oral, and they'll reset the offense at 3:30 to go in the third quarter. Owens guards Anderson as he comes to the rim, tripped by Hateman now on a foul. And Hateman will pick up his second. That is the second on the Cardinals in the third quarter. Woodlawn leads 44-33, their biggest lead of the game at 11. Tell you to follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. We have all kinds of score updates, not only from here but around. We have scoring and stats. We have all kinds of broadcast schedules. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports, just like a bunch of people already have tonight. Inbounds pass baseline top of the key to Williams. Williams will come between the circle. He'll look left wing to Anderson. Anderson's going to launch a 3 blocked by Robinson. Owens on the rebound underneath. Cardinals looking to run the other way into the front court. Owens with it. Out at the top of the key to Hateman. To Phelps. Phelps dribbles in left wing, now behind the 3-point line. Now to Hateman with 3:10 to go as Hateman holds above his head. Hateman right side to Harris. In the corner to Owens. Owens with it. Now goes to Hateman. Left side over here. Inside pass tip. And stolen away by Nert. Nert gets it to Anderson. He'll bring it into the front court. Anderson with it on the left wing. 3 wide open. Brittles in and out. And Robinson has another rebound after the rattling out of that shot. Leaves it for Owens. 2:46 to go. Back and forth and not a lot of whistles in this quarter.
No, it's been pretty quick, and, of course, a nice little fluidity to it. And we'll see what the Cardinals are able to do. They're up 8, and a nice little advantage here with Harris out of the corner.
Well, they left Harris open. He missed. Owens on the rebound, lays that up, and in. Ross Owens has a handful of offensive rebounds in this quarter. It's 43-33. Cardinals back by 10. Anderson on the left wing. I'm impressed with Sandoval. Pretty good little 1A team. 3 ball on the way from Williams is short. Rebound goes to Hateman. That might be their downfall. They rely on that three a little too much. Hateman in the corner to Phelps. Phelps holds. Now back to Owens. Left wing three on the way. Rattles out. Harris on the rebound weak side. Goes up. Shot blocked by the corner of the backboard. Nerd has it. Goes to the floor. Bodies there. Jump ball. Sandoval basketball. 2 minutes to go. Saturday Sports Show every Saturday morning on AM 940 and WMIXsports.com from 8:08 a.m. to 10 a.m. Also, we'll tell you about our title sponsor, Community First Bank. Always bank on your hometown team. Community First Bank, home of the one account featuring free checking and high-yield interest. Member FDIC. The pesky Hawks won't go away, Mr. Hugo. They're hanging around.
They will not. Of course, trying to fly high here. Big opportunity. You're down 10. Chance to cut it single digits with any basket. Let's see if they get up.
Williams goes left wing to Johnson. Johnson back to Williams. Williams on the right wing to Williams to Anderson. Now back to Johnson to Williams on the right side. Now top of the key, Anderson. Anderson with it on the dribble to the free throw line. Cut off, comes back out. Left wing past Johnson. Baseline left-hand dribble. He goes. Shot up, no good in the foul. Johnson will go to line. He has a three-pointer in the quarter for his only points of the game, and that foul is on Brett Harris. That'll be his first, team's third of the third quarter, with 1:31 to go in the third. Chris and I will pick the Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one is over. Wide Hours, another emergency room win. You can be met by a physician within 30 minutes of your arrival. First one good by Johnson. 1:31 to go in the third. Woodlawn up 9 here at home against Sandoval. Facebook.com/WMIX Sports. You can follow us there. We just put some new content up there as well. And that free throw is no good. 1 out of 2 there for Jared Johnson. Phelps on the rebound to Phelps. Back to Hateman to Phelps. Over lob pass right corner Harris. Back to the basket. Picks the dribble up to Owens with a minute 20. Sandoval now to trapping defense. They're looking to trap on the wings. Harris with it to Hateman. Now inside Sanders. Lost it out of bounds. Should have just went up with it instead of shooting. Unfortunately, Woodlawn turns it over again.
Well, this is almost as if he was trying to be unselfish with it and give it up in the lane at the back door, but ends up as a turnover. And now you get Sandoval a chance. They're hanging around and playing pretty good.
Anderson with it across the timeline on the dribble. Comes to the left side. He'll look. Now leaves it for Williams on the dribble handoff. Williams has to go right corner to Johnson. Johnson inside. That goes back to Johnson from Kibler. Johnson to the rim. Over the iron. Doesn't go. Harris on the rebound. Gets it to Owens. Owens will bring it in the front court. 50 seconds to go on the right wing. Off a ball screen. Splits. Loses the basketball. Johnson on the steal. Johnson goes up in the front court. That's to Meskill, and he is fouled, and he twisted his ankle on the way. Tweaked it, won't twist. That'll hurt. And that foul is on number 21, Brett Harris, his second, team's fourth. And that means Meskill will not shoot two, is on the floor. And now coming out will be Kibler. And they need somebody to inbound. You can't inbound the guys without somebody down there, but that's okay. It might be a new play. Inbounding will be Williams. You heard the slap of the basketball on the baseline. He will look. And in the corner is Anderson. Down the lane, shot blocked. He'll go to the line. And, Chris, that's one thing you notice about Woodlawn tonight that we've not normally seen. They're letting the ball get into the lane and wanting to block shots and not play solid team defense.
I hate to say it's almost as if you see a team that you would envision as being a little lesser and thinking you kind of come out and showboat a little bit. I hate to say that. I know Coach Whistle does a good job of keeping them reeled in, but it's just an atypical effort tonight of what we typically see from the Woodlawn Cardinals.
LaRon Anderson has the first of 2 down. He has 14 in the ball game. As we write down some more scores, we'll get him to as we move along. As Woodlawn leads here by 8, and that free throw rattles out. Phelps on the rebound. Phelps throws in the front court to Owens with 35 seconds. Not really a pass that Shane Whistle wanted. And with it across the timeline. Left side is Harris. Harris goes right wing to Owens. Into corner Hateman for a 3 on the way. Rattles off. Harris skies the rebound. Up shot blocked. Rebound Sanders. Off to Owens in the lane. Shot from 15. Blocked from behind. Rattles out to the right corner. Anderson with 12 the other way. Up in the front court. Hits Kibler. Layup no good. Blocked from behind by Owens. Owens one more time. Can't get it. Anderson on the finish. And it's 43-37, and Woodlawn has an opportunity. At half court, a 3 on the way is no good. Into 3 quarters. Woodlawn 43, Sandoval 37. You're listening to Woodlawn Cardinals basketball in the showcase on WMIX.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
Is your concrete driveway or maybe your sidewalk cracked, unsightly, or even non-existent? Let Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing in Woodlawn be a part of your home or business renovation in the new year. A true family-owned and operated local business, Rowley's Excavating specializes in dirt excavation and hauling, residential and commercial concrete jobs too. There's nothing these guys can't do. Get a free quote by calling Luke Rowley at 237-0552. That's 237-0552. Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing. They get dirty so you don't have to. Call Luke today.
This is the Showcase, presented by Community First Bank.
Denny Czerwinski, Chris Hugo back here at Woodlawn High School. High school sports on WMIX, titled by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Make your own great play when you open the Community First Bank free high-yield checking account that earns cash back. Just ask for one, member FDIC. Woodlawn with the ball, leading 43-37 over Sandoval. Wallerman took rim reverse layup up and in. Logan Wallerman has 4 points in the game, makes it 45-37. Cardinals by 8. Left baseline, that is the Kibler to the rim. Shot short, Owens rebound, recovered by Robinson in traffic. Robinson has it to Heyman in the front court. 45-37, Woodlawn by 8. That is the score. Phelps tries to make it 10. Front of the iron, no good. Robinson lost the rebound out of bounds. Oh, they're going to give it to Woodlawn. They didn't call the foul, so they gave it to Woodlawn because it was tipped out allegedly by Sandoval. Allegedly. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. Also, you can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Keep up with everything we're putting out there and retweeting. Shot up by Phelps from the free throw line. No good off the inbounds. Nerd on the board. Gets it to Oral. Oral back to the right wing on the dribble. Now picks it up top of the key for Williams. Williams has it. And will look and dribble handoff to Anderson at the circle. Now up to the left wing. Anderson on the dribble. Loses it out of bounds off of Logan Wallerman. It'll be Sandoval basketball. Saturday Sports Show every Saturday morning on AM 940, also online at WMIXSports.com from 8:08 a.m. to 10 a.m. Guest talking at Saturday Sports Show. Social media question of the week. Right wing three off the inbound from Oral is no good. Owens on the rebound. He'll bring it into the front court up the left side. Over to Hageman, top of the key. Hageman with it to Owens in the left wing. Down the corner, Logan Wallerman. Wallerman has it in the Hageman in the lane. 15-footer up, long off the mark. Rebound, Nerd. Mr. Nerd has a lot of rebounds. Oral with it into the front court. Tries to go to the rim, and he's cut off by Owens and a foul.
I think that was Ross Owens who was trying to get out of the way. They couldn't do it quickly enough, but now, of course, on the foul, you send thought it was Oral to the line to shoot. Nope.
They didn't say he was shooting. Now they're going to talk. I thought he was in the act of going up, but my opinion doesn't mean a whole lot.
Well, you got a state championship official out there and a good crew. They're going to get it right.
Always bank on your hometown team, Community First Bank, home of the One Account, featuring free checking, high-yield interest, member FDIC. Out of bounds underneath her own basket. Williams to trigger. Looking, throws it in. Owens battles to Hageman. Tip, and Sandoval has it back. Anderson down the lane on the dribble. Foul Wallerman. I can see that from here. The 7th on Woodlawn, and Anderson goes to the line. I think the quickness of Sandoval in some spots really causing Woodlawn trouble.
Yeah, very speedy. I think that wasn't quite what I was expecting from what I've read and the scores I've seen, but, some nice speed, some nice athleticism, and they're going to get some wins along the way if they can play some regular season games outside of tournament.
Wayne City up 27-26 on Clay City with 2:32 to go in the third as Anderson hits the first. We can tell you that. We're still looking for the update on the Waltonville-Sisney score. We'll give you a scoreboard update when this one's over later on. WMIXSports.com, your streaming home of high school sports on WMIX. Second free throw, no good. They're going to have some help. It's going to be Woodlawn ball. WMIX Sports, your streaming home for high school sports. We have audio and video archives of games that we do have highlights, and also a scoreboard update posted there every night during the high school sports season, which runs from August till June. Owens across the timeline to Hageman, to Robinson, top of the key to Phelps, inside pass Wallerman, picked up at the left block, in traffic foul Sandoval, their second of the half. That may be scoreboard watching. It was 7-1 in fouls, and then they reached in on that foul. Johnson picks up his first team second of the half. Timeout Shane Witzel with 6:27 to go. We're close enough to the top of the hour. Let's pause for station identification. You're listening to the Showcase.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports or crank us up on WMIX FM, Mount Vernon, Marion, and all of Southern Illinois. A Withers Broadcasting Superstation.
Community First Bank, your title sponsor for high school sports on WMIX. Your community, your choice, your bank. With 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs, Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. And somebody just walked across the floor. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know if anybody knows what's going on. And somebody's standing wanting to talk to somebody here, and this is something that's not a good situation. As they're in the huddle, and somebody's standing by the Woodlawn bench wanting to talk. 6:27 to go, and Woodlawn's up by 7, and Chris, this is one of those where Woodlawn's not going to get away with much here.
Well, I certainly don't think so, and of course it's pretty tight, but these are types of games you have to win if you're going to be the best, and of course, obviously, I'm distracted like the rest of us are, wondering.
Okay.
All right.
I've never seen it, and now I have. Somebody walked across the floor to talk to somebody on this side, and again, don't know why, but the game will continue. Owens with a 3 on the way. Shot no good. Rebound goes to jump ball between Wallerman and Meskill, and the possession arrow goes to Sandoval. I could go with a liner, but I won't. With the basketball. Sandoval down 7 with 6:21 to go, 45-38. Just not sure what's happening here. 45-38. With it in the corner. That is Meskill. Drives to the lane, leaves it off backside for Anderson. Anderson with it on the dribble down the timeline. Up in the lane, shot in the lane, no good. Robinson had it, lost it, tipped around, Nert up, no good, trickles over the iron. Tipped around, played around, Owens gets into the corner. Cardinals have it after 2 chances by Sandoval. Owens top of the key, bounce pass left block. Phelps has to come back out with it. Phelps skip pass. Oh, nice cutoff by a Hateman who cut off the pass out of bounds. It'll be Woodlawn ball. Phelps was trying to pass to Wallerman, and Hateman flew through and cut that pass off and took it to the rim, missed the layup.
I will say it's not the most aesthetically pleasing game I've ever seen in my life.
No. And with that, Woodlawn has it. Wallerman has it top of the key to Hateman. Hateman has it up top of the key to Owens. Up inside, Robinson up and in. Robinson makes it. He has 7, and it's 47-38. Kind of an odd game, kind of a weird game. We've seen just about everything. As Anderson comes across the timeline. Across the timeline, Anderson, free throw line. Running one-hander glass, too strong off the iron. Nert with another rebound for the Hawks. Tipped on the pass, gets it back on the block. Tries to make room, throws it in the middle of the lane, and Phelps on the steal. Woodlawn comes the other way. Phelps has it on the right wing. Ooh, got away with that French curl. Hateman with it on the wing to Robinson, free throw line, and nobody in particular underneath. 2 Cardinals there, but nobody picked their arms up, and it's 47-38. Cardinals by 9 with 5:06 to go.
Better both players put their arms up than none, and that was the case. We had 2 Cardinals, same place, same time, no communication, no chatter, and easy to see why that ended up as a turnover on Woodlawn.
Now Sandoval has it. 47-38. Right wing with it to Williams. Williams skip pass left wing to Oral. Oral down the lane, running shot, glass good. Oh, that's pretty. Oral with the kiss off the glass, and he makes it 47-40. Cardinals only up 7. I'm very impressed with the Sandoval team. Hateman with it to Owens. Owens with it to Robinson, now to Logan Wallerman. Block left side, good. Now that's the Woodlawn team we were used to seeing. Wallerman has 4 1/4, 6 in a game. 49-40 as Anderson comes into the front court quickly on the dribble. Right wing to Oral. Long 3 on the way. Rattles off the iron. Logan Wallerman has the rebound to Owens. 4:20 to go in the game. Owens across the timeline to Hateman. Now the free throw line to Robinson. Right corner Phelps. Mid-range jumper. Good. Chase Phelps has 17, and it's 51-40. Now Sandoval the other way. Anderson on the wing, top of the key, now to Williams, right wing pass to Oral. Long 3 glass off the iron. As it went glass and iron, Oral has it, lost it as Phil Robinson tipped it, and then he turned it over. Oral did to Owen.
Oral did all he could on that one. It was going to be a travel, or he gave it up to try to get rid of it to make something happen. It's a heads-up play.
Robinson with a 15-footer at the free throw line is good, and that is 9 points to Robinson, and Woodlawn wants a timeout. 53-40, Woodlawn down 13, and right now, Woodlawn's made enough shots, Chris, in this one to keep Sandoval at bay, basically.
Well, they have, and in the second half, basically since the first quarter, have done a great job of forcing Sandoval into some shots they don't want. It's just some of them fall, but a guy I'm going to take away being impressed with after tonight, of course, is Mr. Oral. That runner earlier off glass was just a thing of beauty. Has a nice shot. Of course, Anderson had a pretty good first half and relatively silent here in the second. But all in all, it's the Sandoval team that, after tonight, if they lose this, they'll have to play tomorrow night in the consolation side. But, depending on which way they go, I'm seeing either a consolation championship or, if they win tonight, would have a case to play in the championship game.
I'm very impressed, Coach Shellmaker, what he's done. There is a different vibe. And, of course, this team was in a regional championship 2 years ago at Wayne City against Woodlawn. But this is a guy that works very hard. He's very disciplined. This team plays like it. Very nicely done tonight by Sandoval. And they may or may not win this one. But like you said, whichever side of the bracket they go on the rest of the week in the Midland Trail, they are going to be a handful whichever way they go.
Oh, exactly. Whether it's to the left side in the consolation semis tomorrow night, you'd think they have a case of the consolation championship. If they go right side after this one and play in the semis on Thursday, you like their odds. Certainly a good team that we've seen here tonight. The Cardinals are going to have to take care of business, but likewise, the Blackhawks are going to have to make some buckets to get back into this.
Sorry, I didn't mean to step over you. I got a score here, and we'll go with that in just a second. Makes good news for us. Oral with it. Long three on the way. Doesn't catch iron. That ball tipped around. Robinson has it. Robinson battling against Nert. Nothing dirty, just good play from the post. Waltonville at the end of three leads Sisney, 34-28. Winner plays this one. Robinson laying up and in, and that may do it. Robinson had 6 in the quarter, 11 in the game.
Right, that is a good thing.
55-40. With it at the free throw line, Anderson to the right wing, quickly for the Hawks. Between the leg dribbles, like he's got a string on that ball. Gives it to Oral. Now to Williams down the lane, running shot off the iron. No good. Rebound, Robinson. Robinson on the clear to Owens. Owens will bring it into the front court for Woodlawn. No, he says, I'll stop, make you make a mistake. Gives it to Hateman. To Robinson at the free throw line, and that is a jump ball. Robinson got sloppy with it. It'll be Woodlawn ball in the alternating possession.
Got a little lax, forgot there were only 4 in front of him, and that's going to haunt you every time.
Across the timeline. Getting some corrections on some stuff here. And at the free throw line is Phelps. Holds at the waist, top of the key. Now on the dribble. We'll look, and now to Wallerman on the inbound. Wallerman has it. Wallerman looks. Now to Owens with 2:30 to go. But now Sandoval's going to have to foul 5 times to get Woodlawn to the free throw line if they elect to chase in the zone with 2:20 to go. Robinson to Wallerman. Woodlawn's going to play catch around the outside of the perimeter. That would be the perimeter. That's why I say it twice. I know. Owens at the timeline, man-to-man from Sandoval. On the left side to Robinson, to Wallerman in the corner. Wallerman to Phelps to Hateman. Waltonville and Woodlawn played in December. Woodlawn won by 10 on the road as Phelps gets the layup. And if both can hold on, they're looking at a rematch in the semis on Thursday night. Anderson into the front court. Down the lane on the dribble. Shot glass too strong. Rebound. Robinson in traffic. Has it. Gets it to Hateman with 1:47 to go. And had something going on extracurricular, and nothing's done. And Owens will bring it into the front court on the dribble. Owens will dribble slowly into the front court. And they're going to be on the left-right side now on the dribble. Owens with it between the circles, and we have a dead ball. And we have an official walking this way. 5-second call, and it'll go to Sandoval. Referee called 5 seconds, then turned around and walked back and said something, and I thought it was something on Sandoval. 5 seconds on Woodlawn. This has been an odd game. A very odd game. It's Williams with it. At the timeline. Now goes right wing pass to Oral. Long three on the way, front of the iron. Ooh, Wallerman got a shove. I can see that from here. Wallerman got a nice little one-hand shove and sent Johnson into the wall. On the rebound, Johnson went up. Wallerman pushed, nudged him a little bit, and that sent Johnson flying. Johnson go line shoot 1-and-1. No harm, no harm done. Johnson's okay. It's just the way it was done. I can see that from here. And now Johnson will go line and shoot the 1-and-1. That free throw's off the mark. 1-and-1. Nobody was ready. Sandoval got the rebound. Oral with it to Anderson on the right wing with 1:12 to go. Anderson will dribble handoff to Oral, right wing. Inside to Nert. Nert on the layup, blocked from behind by Hateman. Rebound in the corner to Johnson for the Hawks. Here comes Williams on the runner. Off the glass, too strong from the left side. Owens on the rebound. Foul goes to Williams. That's his first team third.
Wayne City hanging on up 2. 37-35 with 3 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Really?
Yep.
That's very nice.
You're welcome to some.
And that's an interesting score. We might have a lot of work to do at North Clay this week. Across the timeline comes Owens. Owens with it. Top of the key, under a minute to go. In fact, 45 seconds. 57-40, Woodlawn on top. Here by 17. Now Wallerman at the timeline. Now to Owens. Down the lane he comes. Oh, nice look. Robinson went up, lost out of bounds off his sweaty hand. Stay tuned for the Sesser Auto Body post-game show, pre-approved by most insurance companies. This means Sesser Auto Body can get your vehicle back on the road faster. Next time you have a collision, see the Collision Pros at 602 South Park in Sesser. We'll have that, scoring and stats, scoreboard update, and a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. Phelps got away with a foul. Left corner to Williams. Williams down the lane, shot from behind the backboard, rattles off the iron to Robinson. And with 19 seconds to go, Hateman has it. Hateman will give it up to Logan Wallerman to Owens. Woodlawn, it wasn't its best. So Woodlawn is going to get out of here with a win, 57-40. Robinson has it. Robinson to the free throw line to Phelps. Woodlawn will not attempt a shot, and Woodlawn is going to win tonight 57-40. We'll take a break and come back with a Sesser Auto Body postgame show. You're listening to Woodlawn Cardinals basketball in the showcase on WMIX.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest-earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments.
Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon, or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
The batter's box in Woodlawn has 17-foot ceilings with a half basketball court, full-length batting cage, pitching machine, and climate control for year-round use. The batter's box is a great place for basketball, baseball, or softball practice with active clinics and lessons in the spring and fall. Contact Scott Smith at 316-1437 to reserve the batter's box for your team or party. Speaking of parties, plan your next birthday party with the batter's box. Located at 614 North Main in Woodlawn. Call 316-1437 for prices and availability.
Dependable and knowledgeable State Farm agent seeks customers looking for real protection in a long-term relationship.
Look no further. Having one special person for your car, home, and life insurance lets you get down to business with the rest of your life. It's what they do. Combine your homeowners, life, and car policies and save big time. Get to a better state with State Farm agent Scott Owens in Mount Vernon, or call 242-3770 for a quote.
Is your concrete driveway or maybe your sidewalk cracked, unsightly, or even non-existent? Let Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing in Woodlawn be a part of your home or business renovation in the new year. A true family-owned and operated local business, Rowley's Excavating specializes in dirt excavation and hauling, residential and commercial concrete jobs too. There's nothing these guys can't do. Get a free quote by calling Luke Rowley at 237-0552. That's 237-0552. Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing. They get dirty so you don't have to. Call Luke today.
Find WMIX Sports on Facebook. This is 50,000 watts of the showcase on WMIX FM, Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham. A free service from Withers Broadcasting.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the Collision Pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
This is the showcase on WMIX. The Sesser Auto Body postgame show starts now.
Czerwinski and Chris Hugo alongside inside gymnasium on the campus of Woodlawn High School. Final score tonight, Woodlawn beats Sandoval 57-40. Woodlawn will advance to the semifinals on Thursday night, where they will take on the winner of Waltonville and Sisney. Sandoval will advance to a loser's bracket consolation game tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, where they will take on the loser of Sisney and Waltonville. This is the Sesser Auto Body postgame show. Sometimes things happen in an automobile that are beyond your control. When they do, take your vehicle to Sesser Auto Body. They can get you on the road quicker and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser. Some scores from around Southern Illinois before we take a break. In boys play, Waterloo beat DuPont 68-49. Fairfield beat Harrisburg 62-35. That is at the Carmi tournament. Also in boys play, Tillman of Paducah beat Massac 76-65. And at the Nashville tournament, Jabot beat Mascoutah 63-54. In girls play at West Frankfort, Heron beat Pinckneyville 49-21. Sesser-Valier Waltonville beat West Frankfort 46-38. At El Dorado, Carmi beat Gallatin County 47-23. And Mount Carmel beat Vienna 66-32. And at Effingham, Centralia beat Dietrich 50-49 in girls play. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. They make it simple and friendly advice when you need it, choosing the right level of protection and getting all the discounts you deserve. Give them a call, 242-3770, to get to a better state. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll have scoring and stats from this win by the Woodlawn Cardinals. You're listening to Woodlawn Cardinals basketball in the showcase on WMIX.
Renley College's Adult Volunteer Literacy Program is looking for volunteers to help stop adult illiteracy. Give the gift of reading and be a hero forever. Renley College will provide you with training and materials to help adults develop the basic reading ability needed to excel. You can work one-on-one, tutor a small group, or work with students in an adult education classroom. Experience the joy of helping others and change a life. Call Renley College's Volunteer Partnership toll-free at 800-369-5321, extension 1342.
There's still time to save during the cleanup sale at Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn. Get an extra 15 to 20% off your favorite furniture from Lazy Boy, Flexsteel, Sealy Posturepedic Bedding, Broyhill, Universal, bedrooms, dining rooms, and more. Clean up on savings at Newell's General Store with 75% off all remaining holiday, 50% off all Jim Shore collection, lotions, scarves, purses, plus 15 to 25% off everything else. Newell's, cleaning up to save you more.
Your spine is a miracle of engineering, so when pain strikes, your body is telling you to get help fast. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is proud to feature their spine care team. Doctors Kowalski and Smith, the professionals at Orthopedic Center, specialize in back and neck pain. So put our spine care team on the job. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com. Stop the pain, fix the problem, and enjoy life again. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois.
Learn to live healthy, learn to live well, and learn how you can live free from unexpected medical expense with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance and the Page Agency. Health insurance that covers hospital, medical, and surgical expenses offers a wide choice of deductibles and a non-tobacco user discount too. Rising medical costs don't have to be a problem with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance. This is coverage we hope you'll never need, but you just can't be without. Call the Page Agency at 242-7000 about a major medical health insurance plan today.
We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and WMIXSports.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
Final score tonight here at Sides Gymnasium in Woodlawn, Illinois. The Woodlawn Cardinals beat Sandoval 57-40. Here on the Sesser Auto Body postgame show to remind you to drive safe on the way home from the night's game. Next time you have an accident, see the collision pros at Sesser Auto Body to get back on the road faster. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser. Denny Czerwinski and Chris Hugo alongside, and it's time to give the scoring and stats for this first half, or this ball game, I should say.
Well, as we look at the team shooting, the Woodlawn Cardinals were 23 of 42 inside for 54.8%. Big improvement over the first half. They were 3 of 13. Sorry, I have score updates coming in. They were 3 of 13 from the outside for 23.1%, 26 of 55 for 47.3%. From the field tonight, the Cardinals were 5 of 11 from the free throw line for 45.4%. Shooting for Sandoval, they were 8 of 33 inside for 24.2%, 6 of 16 outside, makes them 14 of 49 from the floor for 28.6%. Free throw shooting, of course, for the Blackhawks, they were 6 of 11 for 54.5%. Woodlawn now rebounded Sandoval 39-20, while the turnover disadvantage really wasn't much of one, unofficially 14-14. Taking a look at individual scores for the Blackhawks, they had 17 from LaRon Anderson, 10 from Garen Orrell, 7 from Josh Nerd, 4 from Jordan Johnson, and 2 from Brandon Williams. For the Cardinals, they had a game-high 19 from Chase Phelps, who had a big night, 11 apiece from Ross Owens and Jake Robinson, 7 from Jason Hateman, 6 from Logan Wallerman, and 3 from Brett Harris, to give us our final score of the Woodlawn Cardinals 57, Sandoval Blackhawks 40.
And Woodlawn advanced that 6:30 game against the winner of Sisney and Waltonville. And we'll have that game here on WMIX 94.1 FM on Thursday night, right before Mount Vernon Rams open up their part of the Salem Invitational Tournament at 8:30 against the host Salem Wildcats. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. You're listening to Woodlawn Cardinals basketball in the showcase on WMIX.
Is your concrete driveway or maybe your sidewalk cracked, unsightly, or even non-existent? Let Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing in Woodlawn be a part of your home or business renovation in the new year. A true family-owned and operated local business, Rowley's Excavating specializes in dirt excavation and hauling, residential and commercial concrete jobs too. There's nothing these guys can't do. Get a free quote by calling Luke Rowley at 237-0552. That's 237-0552. Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing. They get dirty so you don't have to. Call Luke today.
We are all trying to find the best deal. If you're in the minivan market, I believe I've got a deal that cannot be outdone. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Chrysler dealer at King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. Somehow we have found a few 2013 Chrysler Town & Countries still on the lot. From standard leather to power sliding doors and power liftgate to DVD, these Town & Countries set the standard in the minivan market. We really need to make more room for our growing 2014 inventory, so I want to offer up my best deal of $4,300 off of the Touring L models. If you're looking to upgrade your minivan, you need to take advantage of these deep discounts on any remaining 2013 models while they last. And with incentives like these, they will not be around very long. Hurry in today and see one of our friendly associates at King City Chrysler Center, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, or always find our inventory online at KingCityChryslerCenter.com.
Mount Vernon is home to many wonderful people and things, and that includes quality cardiac care from Dr. Ruzaik Ibrahim, a skilled cardiologist. Dr. Ibrahim's training and scientific accomplishments have earned his designation as a Fellow of the American College of Cardiology. His services range from preventative care to the treatment of advanced heart conditions. For an appointment with Dr. Ibrahim at Crossroads Specialty Clinic, call 241-9071 or visit in person at 4113 South Water Tower, Mount Vernon.
This is the Showcase, presented by Community First Bank.
Welcome back to Woodlawn High School one final time. Woodlawn wins here tonight 57-40. They will play the Waltonville Spartans, who went on the road tonight and beat Sisney 48-36. That game will be at 6:30 from North Clay High School on Thursday night on WMIX 94.1 FM and online at WMIXsports.com. We can also tell you that Wayne City beat Clay City 43-40. The Indians will play at 8 o'clock on Thursday night against the winner of Odin and North Clay. That'll be Friday night or Thursday night. The winners will play Saturday at 7 in the championship, and the losers will play Friday night at, as I look through the schedule, Friday night at 6:30 for third place. Actually, it'll be 8 o'clock for third place, the way I see things. Yeah, 8 o'clock for third place on Friday night. We need to pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game, Chris, and discussed on the break, and we have come up with a winner, and who is that?
Well, Chase Phelps. I don't recall him missing a shot in the second or third quarters. Just had a big night with 19 points and helped lead this team to victory by 17, and just a big night for Chase Phelps.
So we kind of put it, Chase Phelps is our Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. While 8 hours and other emergency rooms, Crossroads Community Hospital's emergency department pledges you'll be seen by a physician within 30 minutes of your arrival. So right now what we can tell you is that tomorrow night at, as we are getting text, we appreciate Eric Widges giving us a text about that score, the AD at Waltonville. Waltonville wins 48-36. We can tell you tomorrow night, which is Wednesday at North Clay, your first game at 5:30 we will do on FM 94.1 and WMIXsports.com. Crayville and Weber will play at 5:30 for fifth place. Pregame will be at 5:15. And I believe then the next game will be Sandoval Sissoney and a consolation semifinal. And then the loser of Odin and North Clay will play Clay City. That will be at 8:30. That's all tomorrow night. We are doing the Weber and Wayne, or I should say the Grayville-Weber game at 5:30. Then on Thursday night at 6:30, it's Woodlawn. You'll have to find out. We are for sure doing Woodlawn-Waltonville at 6:30. That pregame will be at 6:15, right here on 94.1 FM, also online at WMIXsports.com. And then at 8:30 that night, Mount Vernon will play Salem in the opening round game of the Salem Invitational at 8:30. From there on out, it depends on brackets and what happens for both Mount Vernon, Waltonville, Woodlawn, Weber, Wayne City, and everything else. But, of course, we'll be at Carbondale Saturday and hopefully Friday night as well for the Lady Rams. We got it covered, we think.
We'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen.
No other choice.
Final thoughts before we wrap up and get out of here?
Yeah, not very appeasing to the eye, but, a win's a win. And, you see a lot of potential coming out of the Sandoval Blackhawks, and certainly not a team I'd want to have to face the rest of this tournament, knowing that they had, an upset so close in that first half. But, good teams pull away, but Sandoval, not to take anything away from them, had a pretty good first half. And, if they can put that together for two complete halves, they're going to be a pretty formidable foe for anybody. I don't care who they play. And, they're going to be dangerous on that consolation side of the bracket.
They will be. Their first up will be Sissoney on to tomorrow night. That'll be at 7 o'clock. We need to get packed up and get out of here. The staff here at Woodlawn High School, janitorial staff, are at it already, cleaning up, so we need to get out of here. For Clinton Lloyd back in the studio, for Chris Hugo, I'm Denny Czerwinski, reminding you that the final score tonight was Woodlawn 57, Sandoval 40. Stay up to date with scores and updates from the sports world around on Twitter. You can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Also, we can go with the fact that we're also on Facebook, facebook.com/WMIX Sports. We can keep updated there as well. You can also go to our website, WMIXsports.com. That's their place for scores, archives, highlights. We got it all. We have a scoreboard update every night. And then, of course, listen to WMIX all the time. You can find out what's going on. One final time, the final score, Woodlawn 57, Sandoval 40. Good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the WMIX Basketball Showcase on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. The showcase is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. The showcase is also sponsored in part by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. The Collision Pros at Sesser Auto Body, Roley Excavating, Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn, Ren Lake College. It's time. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu and by Coach House Garages, Ford Square, King City Chrysler. You can count on us. The Batter's Box in Woodlawn, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, State Farm agent Scott Owens. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And People's National Bank. For inside information before, during, and after the game, log on to WMIXsports.com or find us on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. We are your home for news, talk, sports, and today's hot country. WMIX.